Yay! It's Monday. Board 24/7 says he's ready, but YouTube shows that no one's here, so I don't know what's going on with that. But we got 2 likes. Thank you. Wow, you guys. Oh my gosh. Hold on. I need to wipe the desk in front of me. I was eating here last night. Hold on 1 second. I who was lost and lonely, believing. Oh, now it shows one person's here. That means 2 people are here, right? It doesn't show me when Jabri is here because even though he's subscribed, it doesn't show him as a subscriber. YouTube is so sneaky. I'm telling you. Man, oh man. So how are you people? Let's pay attention to our breath, pay attention to our heartbeats. We've got a very interesting topic today. My OCD is kicking in. Hold on. Mama, 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 ocean. Oh, she healed me with her bath of emotion. Mama, ocean. Mama, ocean. Salt. Salt is a very interesting thing, isn't it? The ocean salt, the mama ocean, the salty tears we cry, the alchemization of salt and water, removing the boogers from the body. Salt. Assaulted? Oh no. Ah, I assaulted myself with my coffee. Okay, but seriously. Celery salts, Epsom salts, the Dead Sea salts. Are they still packaging up that for people, or they stopped doing that? Because that's kind of weird. I drank it all and it did not spill. Good for me. Notice your breath, notice your heartbeats. Welcome to Aviva Sings Out. If you've never been here before, all of 5. I live life as you live life. I honor your deepest creation in this life, and I encourage you to love yourself and be yourself for the highest good. Tiger Lily agrees, by the way. Hello, Jabri. So how do you feel? How are you vibrating today? What is your sand castle inside your heart doing? What do you need? What is your intention for being here? What does your chi need? My name is Aviva, and my intention is to be here for all of you today and to share some words and moves that help with being masochistic. That's a big word, isn't it? That's a harsh word, isn't it? Like you might never identify with being masochistic yourself. You might think of it as cutting yourself. You might think of it as um, being cut by someone else. But today's class is about not knowing the masochism that runs through your energy because it's accidental. Because you don't realize that thinking negatively about yourself over and over and over again, like a pattern, even when it's triggered by someone else, is masochistic. It might be accidentally masochistic, but it's masochistic. Masochism is described as extremely self-destructive. So if you're constantly comparing yourself with other people, if you constantly feel ashamed to be seen around people, if you constantly feel shamed by people that you're working with, if you constantly feel insecure after an encounter and you pick apart what you did wrong, that's masochistic, my friends. And I think it's important to identify it because otherwise we get away with it. We don't want to get away with hurting ourselves because the whole point of Qigong is to nurture and nourish yourself. So no matter how much you do class, if you're hurting yourself for the, for the remainder of the, 100 hours in the week, if there's like 12, what are they, like 1,200 hours in a week, about 7 times 24, wait, 140, hold on, we're going to do the math here. 7 times 24, 168, okay? So you're only spending 3 hours, if that, with me doing Qigong. So that means 165 hours. Hopefully when you're sleeping, it's all good. Okay, so let's subtract the sleeping. Let's say you're getting 8 hours a night, which I know a lot of you aren't. But so then it's about 100 hours, okay? So in those 100 hours that you're awake and alert, and you might not be, doing anything but like working and focused on work. But out of those 100 hours, if you're even spending 5 hours criticizing yourself, feeling not good enough, feeling insecure, resenting others, being jealous, saying, why don't I get to do that? All of that is torturing yourself. All of that's masochistic. I know that's bold to say. I know that might sound like a stretch, but I want you to see how important it is to change the way you think about yourself so that you're nourishing yourself with nourishing thoughts. Like, I can do anything. I'm amazing. I am blessed. I have a purpose. I belong here. If you are entertaining the thought that you did something wrong when you didn't do anything wrong, that you need someone's approval when you don't need someone's approval, that you deserve to be shamed when you don't deserve to be shamed, if you're even entertaining that thought, which happens a lot in PTSD, right? Then you're not nourishing yourself. If you're entertaining those thoughts more than you do Qigong, more than 3 hours a week, then that's what wins. The ocean always breaks the tie of my inner struggles. Tying is losing. You need to have more nourishment towards yourself than that fighty, battly critic who's criticizing you. all the time saying, you're not good enough. You suck. Nyeh, 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 nyeh. You might see that as outside of yourself, but that is you, and that is masochistic. I'm here to tell you today. I don't think anyone else has said that. I could be wrong. I'm not right about everything. Everything's an evolution. But that's my conclusion today. So notice your breath. Notice your heartbeats. Turning destructive tendencies inwards upon yourself is why a lot of people say forgiveness is for you. Because if you're really angry at someone and you're really resentful, then that anger is festering in you if you don't have a healthy release for it. I say feel your anger, express it, dance about it, sing about it, and then it's not festering, and then you're not destroying yourself. Then you're not eating yourself up. In those moments where you think, did I say something wrong? And you get really insecure about that. Guess what? In those moments, you are not shining your light on the world. In those moments, you are not expressing your gifts. In those moments, you're saying, life is unfair, yada, yada. And you don't feel your bliss. And you almost are having an aversion to yourself and your own light. So we got to stop that. We got to stop that by identifying it. It's kind of like if I'm feeling like all restless and stuff, and then someone comes up to me and they're like, you have a thorn in you. Did you know that? And they pull it out. And then suddenly I don't feel restless anymore because I'm like, that's what was bothering me. I couldn't identify the weird pain I had, but someone was able to see it was a thorn. See, that's what happens. If you're restless, if you have anxiety, like if you have symptoms that's disharmonious, you might be masochistic. And it's causing you those feelings. You might have an abusive person in your life who you can't relax around. And so you blame yourself. And that's masochistic. It's a hard puzzle to figure out, but I believe in you. Because being masochistic, I don't think if you're coming to this class that that's your goal. I don't think your goal is to be self-destructive. I think you come here to repair, to renew, to heal, to reintegrate, whatever you want to call it, to feel your light, your love, your bliss, your chi, to embrace it, to get stronger, healthier. So today, we're going to address the possibility that you have masochistic thoughts, that you have accidental masochism. Because you're harping on something. Even being terrified of something can be masochistic. Addictions are obviously masochistic. And you can be addicted to being a good person. And that's masochistic. See, there's so many levels to this. You know, I think living in clutter is masochistic. Because there's something about you that is too scared to stand up for yourself on some level. Because you've been hurt. I don't blame you. So I just hope that out of today's class, you really feel renewed and strong enough to stand up for you. There's no reason anyone should talk down to you. Anyone should belittle you. There's no reason anyone should shame you or guilt you. You've done nothing wrong. You're a beautiful human being. and you deserve love. Sure, you make mistakes, but that doesn't mean you should be punished, shamed, imprisoned, tortured, destroyed. No, you should not be destroyed. And you will continue to destroy yourself if you believe you should be destroyed because you have some kind of shame about the situation. It squeezes out your emotions, your light, your gifts when you have these masochistic thoughts and tendencies to hurt yourself, to binge, to do an addiction, to get on Facebook and overshare. Is that really safe for you? Is that really what you need? Or is that masochistic? Is that cruising for a bruising? Is that opening yourself up vulnerable to the world and saying, whip me? Because I think what you really want is to be safe and hugged and protected and seen as strong and seen as whole and seen as healthy and seen as capable. Because you are capable. You are able. And you deserve to present yourself that way. And that's what I hope you feel when you're doing those movements, that you feel capable of feeling your chi, moving your chi. And it takes time. It takes time. So be patient with yourself. But yes, feeling shame, I believe, in its core, is masochistic. Is destroying your sense of self, your sense of lovability, your sense of wholeness, completeness, feeling not good enough. So if you see insecurity as being masochistic, maybe you'll stop being insecure. Maybe you'll start being more confident. Maybe you'll start taking risks. Maybe you'll start standing up for yourself. Maybe you'll stop being scared. Right? You don't need anyone else's approval. I'll be the first one to admit I have so many insecurities. And it all stems from different beliefs that I formed growing up because of different abusive situations I was in. And I forgive myself for that. And I just work to unbury it. And it takes daily work. Just like dust falls on my computer table and I have to wipe it every day, you've got to wipe away those masochistic behaviors every single day if they're a habit, if they're habitual. As soon as they start creeping in, you can't do anything. I can do anything. Put on a podcast that inspires you. Put on music that inspires you. Do your sit-ups. Do your push-ups. Get out of your own way. When you are stuck in these masochistic thoughts, these insecure thoughts, these what did I do wrong? How do I make things better? When you're just stuck in the blame, it's almost like you're suffocating, like you're squeezing out your breath, you're squeezing out your chi. But you know what it's also like? It's also like leaving wet clothes in the laundry and never drying it because you're soaking in the schmutz and you're just not putting it in the dryer. There's something about it. You're like, oh, I don't want to burden the dryer. Oh, I don't want to reach out for help in putting all this in the dryer because I need help. Oh, the dryer is broken and I don't know how to fix it. So metaphorically, the dryer is literally airing out your laundry with good stuff, not showing your dirty laundry to everyone, but saying my laundry's clean. I just don't know how to dry it off. I just haven't cried all my tears yet about it. I haven't screamed all my screams about it. That's what therapy is for. That's what good friends are for. So many of us are stuck in situations where we feel isolated, annihilated, neglected. And so the clothing never gets dry and it starts to mildew and get moldy. That is masochistic. Living in filth, a filthy mind, needs to be cleaned. That's why I offer matrix therapy. That's why I offer the Bach flower essences. Vibrationally cleansing you is so important. People don't value it enough, I know, but a lot of people do. And more people are doing it. And that's what I'm here for. Notice your breath, notice your heartbeats. Let's get started. When you're masochistic, not only are you cutting yourself, being self-destructive, poisoning yourself, but the other level to that is you're not protecting yourself. You're actually opening yourself up to more hurt. And I think some people do that because they think they'll get attention, they'll get protection, because they'll be like, well, I feel like I'm bleeding anyway, so now let me really bleed so I can put the bandage on it. Before, I just couldn't justify putting a bandage on it. But now that it's bigger and it's gaping, I'll get the help I need. And I get that. But you don't have to take it to that level. You can protect yourself right away, right now, by throwing those thoughts in the trash that say you're trash, right? You need to give yourself relief. I've got a lot of notes here. I do think a lot of masochism stems from your fear, our fear of standing up for ourselves, our fear of being annihilated for standing up for ourselves, our fear of being shamed. Being shamed hurts. It's like getting hit. It's very, very painful. I felt it when I was arrested. Fear makes us jealous. Oh, I'm not going to be loved as much as that person. Fear, being scared of being isolated for speaking up, for being told you're wrong. It's a horrible feeling. It's a horrible feeling. So I think that's one of the biggest things we need to address in class today. We need to get started with the movements because we've done our half hour of talking. Dang, what was I just going to say? Notice your breath. Notice your heartbeats. Having the courage. Being able to have fun. Being able to have more energy. Because you're not harping on these thoughts. Man, what was I just going to say a second ago? Ah! That's what the movements need to be about. Standing up for yourself. Showing up. Not being scared of being annihilated. Knowing that you're seen and heard. See, that's the value of therapy. That therapist is not going to run away from you. If they do, find another one. You are seen and valued and appreciated. And someone else didn't do that, that is their problem. And you don't have to think there's something wrong with you because of that, okay? We're going to have a masochism exorcism in class today. How about a cataclysm? I don't want you to have an aneurysm. So we gotta address this parasitism. Yeah. All right, let's just connect to our cosmic light. Thumb to index finger. Thanks for the thumbs up. And let the energy move through you. Love, love, love is all that my spirit knows. Love, love, love is all that my spirit shows. Love, love, love is all that my spirit knows. Love, love, love is all that my spirit shows. I'm shedding ego. I'm shedding ego. Love, 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 love. I need to say something really important. If someone said something you didn't like, if every time someone said something that you didn't like, you slapped them, or you whipped them, or you cut them with a knife, everyone around you would be like, what are you doing? Stop hurting that person. You're like, well, I didn't like what they said. And you're like, yeah, but you can't hurt, you can't wound someone because you don't agree with their opinion. Well, let me tell you, shaming someone is just like kicking them in the butt. Shaming someone is a knife to their nose. Shaming someone is a weapon. And we all need to stop doing that, okay? It silences people. We need to stop silencing people with shame, because shame is painful. It's like lashing someone, okay? We need to stop punishing people for expressing their opinions. Emotions have validity. They deserve to be honored and shared and discussed and aired out. Shaming away discussion, like I said, is like keeping clothes wet and never drying them out. It's just like cutting them up. It's just like destroying your laundry. There's so much Facebook shaming. You know, even me recently sharing, like, I probably shouldn't go into it now, but when people disagree with you, they shame you. They stop supporting you. It's okay. You know, they're triggered. But it's not okay to shame someone, to use some kind of self-righteousness as an excuse. Oh, if you would have done this, then how dare you? Blah, 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 blah. That's creating mold. That's being part of the problem, not being part of the solution. It does not help to say, shame on you. That's whipping someone. It causes a stain. Shame causes a stain. It's not just painful. See, what's better is the painful truth. Not be like, Aviva, how dare you do that? You should know better. Instead being like, Aviva, did you know this? And this and this and this and this and this? Oh, really? Don't feel ashamed, because you're a smart person and you came to a conclusion that felt like a reasonable conclusion for you. You're not a bad person for having your own thoughts. You're not ignorant because you see the other side of the elephant and everyone's looking at the head and you just happen to be placed in a spot where you can see the butt, and so you just grab the elephant as a tail. Aviva, you're so stupid. An elephant has 2 ears. No, it doesn't. It has like a long thing and a thing. You're just looking at the butt. Well, you're just looking at the head. So we got to stop shaming each other, because we're staining each other when we're shaming each other. Does that make sense? We're wounding each other. We're stabbing each other. We're, what's the word? Brutal. Barbaric. It is barbaric to shame someone. We got to stop it. Oh, let's parade them through the streets and hold them up high and say, shame on you, shame on you. That is just as painful as lashing. Y'all wake up. Wake up. Masochism like this, there's no space for this kind of masochism in our culture. And we're all doing it. Shaming each other is masochistic. Allowing yourself to be shamed is masochistic. I did nothing wrong. I screamed when I was arrested because I felt so shamed by the whole experience. When you're around masochism, do you know what's squeezed out? You know what there's no space for when someone shames you? There's no space for you to get loved and for you to get recognized. That's the whole point. They don't want you to feel loved. They don't want you to feel good. They don't want you to feel recognized. Just like when someone hits you, they want you to feel pain. Shame is pain. All right. I think you all get the point. Notice your breath. Notice your heartbeat. Yes, Jeffrey, I see your intention. What do you need today, y'all? Like I said, my name is Aviva. My intention for today is to be here for all of you and to address masochism in ourselves, in others, in our culture, and to squeeze out the masochism and make more space for our recognition, our love, our light, our gifts, our sense of belonging, our nourishment. Our breath. Jabri has an intention. How are your travels, Jabri? His intention is to be, here with you today and to relax on this holiday weekend. And he'd like some attention to his hands and feet today. I've been traveling all day yesterday. Any other intentions? Lucy! Jane Bailey Green. Her intention is to focus today. Sounds good. All right. Well, we are going to start by breathing in our intentions. If you have an intention, you can still share it. Release anything in the way. Breathe in your intentions. Release resistance. Breathe in your intentions. Release resistance. We're going to start with a grounding mudra, and then we'll do the focus mudra. Thumb to the pinky and the ring finger. It's like the peace sign, but the fingers are together. Let there be space under your arms. And it's okay. If you feel like there's something wrong with you, it probably stems from inner child stuff, but do recognize that it needs to be addressed, just like you need to address a cockroach crawling into your house. You need to get it out. There are thoughts that you need to get that out of your head. That's not supposed to be there. One more thing before we go into silence here is, you know that what I'm saying hits a certain way when I talked about masochism being accidental, but it exists. Because you know you've all had friends that you talk to that stay in situations that they're complaining about or that are hard for them. Some worse than others, or some of them just like talk about themselves like they're a piece of doo-doo. Like, oh, I'll never do this. Oh, I'll never achieve this. I'll never be good enough for this. And you know that it doesn't feel right. But I think to be able to identify it as masochistic is refreshing because it's not obvious. It's like if they were like literally an alcoholic, it's easy to say, stop drinking. But when the thoughts are what's destructive, you can't say to someone, stop thinking. Because you don't know what they're thinking. It's not obvious, but you know what they're saying. So you can say, hey, I think you're being masochistic. And that might wake them up and be like, what are you talking about? That's a bad word. Like, no, you're you're being self-destructive with your thoughts. And I think it's time to change the record. Stop clinging to that skipping record that keeps saying the same thing over and over again. You're not good enough. You're not good enough. It's time to put on a new tune and spin around the room, because you deserve to be free, and say, I absolutely deserve to be free. I need to stop punishing myself with the clutter of my mind, thinking I need to hold on to someone else's issues. All right, focus mudra. All the fingertips together. I love this one. And like, kind of pretend that you have like a little ball of like clay in between all of your fingers, so that you can feel like the temporalness. Hell yeah, you are. You are worthy of being self-supported, not self-destructed. It's like we have this self-destruct button. 5, 4, 3, 2. It's like that should be saved for an emergency. But we're all like entertaining the thought of pressing it every day, right? With our own toxic thoughts about ourselves. So when you do this mudra, find the stillness and feel the focal point of your energy magically calm you down, ground you, and help you feel like dense and powerful. It's like the colors in every cell of your body get richer and more fortified. And as you do this mudra, there's 2 amazing things you can do as you're holding this mudra. You can literally think about what you need to focus on. Let's say you have to pay bills. Just think about those bills and focus on them, and try not to get distracted by everything else you want to do but that. And just have that focus power. What you could also do is use it physically and focus the energy on a part of your body that needs rejuvenation. Now, ironically, if you have pain in the body, this can be a focal thing that you do, where you hold this chi in between all these fingertips and you focus on that pain. And you say, okay, melt away pain. That is one thing you can do. However, sometimes we have pain because we have too much destructive chi in that area, which translates to having too much chi in general. So sometimes it's good to find a different area of the body where you think you might feel weak. Not painful, but weak. Sometimes when we feel weak in the body, we don't have enough chi. So let's say you have a really horrible headache and all the pain is here. You might feel weak in your neck, let's say. And so you focus the energy on the neck and you bring that energy there, and then hopefully it'll relieve the pain that's somewhere else. So you can either use it to focus on melting the pain, or you can focus on dissipating the pain, I guess is the way to describe it, by focusing on another area that wants attention and deserves attention. Maybe your heart deserves more attention and your brain is taking it all by thinking negative thoughts. I'm going to do this mudra for 5 more minutes. Man, class is flying by. There's a kitty cat. All right, let's relax the wrists because that can be hard on the wrists. All right, we'll do one more mudra and then we're going to start doing the Wuji Gong. We're going to do the heart mudra. We're going to bring the index finger down to the bottom of the thumb and then connect the thumb to the middle and the ring. And relax. So I call this class Naked Qigong. Why do I call it naked? Because we don't use weapons in class. And you know what a weapon is? Shame. Either shaming someone else or feeling it ourselves. We are unarmed. We release all weapons. All we have is peace and love and joy. People talk about getting rid of guns. We must realize that weapons come in many shapes, forms, and sizes, and some of them are invisible. Do you have a license to use shame? Did you apply for your shame license? Because you're firing it and you're hurting people. You're killing people. You're killing their spirit. So I think we need to remove your shame gun. Sorry. I know I said we would just jump up after that, but I do want to do one more mudra for our throat. Speaking our truth, standing up for ourselves. That is a big one in our culture. We don't do it enough. Thumb up. Wrap the right hand around that left thumb. Connect that left middle finger to the right thumb. And breathe. Even if you don't have the courage to get out there and speak the truth to the whole world, find some good friends that you can speak the truth to. You deserve to be heard. You deserve to be seen. You deserve to be righted, not wronged. Thank you for being you and for being here and sharing this space with me. All right, we're going to stand up and do our Wuji Gong. I want you to remember that just like shame is a weapon, the Wuji Gong and Qigong in general is a shield. So you can use it to protect yourself, not only from health issues, but from emotional weapons that surround us all the time. We're going to put our yin hand, which is right for women, left for men, under the belly button, and the other on top. Feet are shoulder width apart, knees are slightly bent, and then just press in and shake, and the shoulders come up and down. So keep on shaking. I'm going to step away from the screen. Find your shake, find your vibration. Do this for a few minutes. Can you do the shake? Can you shake? Shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake. Do you like shaking? We've never done the shaking before. Shake, shake. Shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, 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 shake. Thank you for smashing that like button. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, 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 shake. All right, now bring the bottom hand out, face up, top face down. Shake, 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 shake. Shake, 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 shake. Thank you to my first member, Patrick. Yay. It's only $2.99 to be a Penguin Third Eye member. And, oh, whoops, I forgot to put a space in between it. If you want to donate in other ways for my class, then there is the link to my Patreon, which is similar to membership. You get membership videos, most of them I post on my Patreon too. And the cool thing about membership is it's just kind of like a club that you're supporting, and we get to have emojis We get to have Aviva sings out emojis. I don't know if we can post them on other people's videos, but if I get one more member, then I get another emoji. And these are the ones that we got so far. And Scribbles is going to be the next one. Shake it out, shake it out. Now shake, 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 shake. Come to stillness. Relax yourself up. Rise up. Feel the chest rise, and then drop that left shoulder down and just let it release. Going back and forth. And rotate the left shoulder back a few times. And the other side. And the left. And the right. And both at the same time. As you do this movement, just fill yourself up with so much love and see that shame just disappearing, letting the arms float down, just like a clear, beautiful white light shining, purifying you. Thinking so positive about you, like putting on a light bulb and seeing clearly. Just letting the arms float down like feathers. Keep doing that. I'm going to step away. Last one. Come up halfway and reverse directions. Good. Hands on top of your head. Yin hand first, right for women, left for men, then the yang. Fingers spread and bend the knees. Feel the light pouring in. Do let me know if you have any questions. We're doing the Wuji Gong form. And come to stillness. Good job. That was the first part, well, the second part of the Wuji Gong form. The first part was the beginning of chaos, the shaking. Now we're going to the third part, absorbing the energy from the earth. Pretend you're a tree. Now we're going to nurture those roots and absorbing all those yummy nutrients. We're going to lift that left heel up, bending both knees. We're going to rotate that left knee to the right. Relax those toesies. And the other direction. And the other side. Going this way first. And the other direction. And both feet together, knees together, thighs together. We're going to bend, and then we're going to do little tiny rotations to the left. Being a workaholic is self-destructive, by the way. Guilty, but I don't feel shame about it. And the other direction. But if you're exhausted, you know that you're paying the price for something. You know that you're probably doing something that the body's not agreeing with, like working too much. That's why it's so good to have good friends who go on walks with you. All right, so we're shoulder width apart, and now we're going to be like a tree in the wind, and we're just going to sway back and forth, putting all the weight on one foot and then the other. Feels so good. And come to stillness. Connect with that earth energy. All right, let's take a 2-second hydration break, and then we'll do the second to last part of the form. Coconut water. All right, so the next part of the form is called Alchemizing Humanity. We're going to bend the knees. We're going to bring the arms up in front of the belly button. And we're going to rotate the hips around, following the hands as if you're holding a ball. And we're going to go the other direction. Okay, now I'm going to take a break from the screen for the next couple of minutes because we're going to do the move where we bend over. Our legs are like this. We bring the left arm all the way up to the ear and just let it drop like a feather. And we're going to do that back and forth like this. And then after we do 18 all together, 1, 2, 3, 4, we're going to do across the body 18. 1, 2. Okay? So I'll be back in a few minutes. You got it? You got it. Here, I'll give you some music. Because I know you're going to miss me. Oh. I am back, and now for the last part of the Wuji Gong form. Congratulations, you made it this far. We are doing the Wuji, which is 5 minutes of just feeling the energy, the chi, and moving with it, feeling the bliss. Just letting it rise up, fall down in you, and just fill you up with the beauty that you are, amazingness. I'm going to step away from the screen. Keep it up, you gorgeous penguins. Wuji. One more minute of the Wuji. If you made it to the end of class, I want to see some cat emojis. Well, I want to see cat emojis either way. If you made it to the end, and I want to see penguin emojis either way. If you made it to the end, I want to see a salad. I want to see an emoji of some healthy food. Apple, salad, whatever we got in the emoji section. One more minute. It just feels too good. All right, good job, Wuji, for everyone. Okay. Well, I will see you all Wednesday at 1:30. So, yeah, Wednesday 1:30 will be the next class. We might continue this theme. We might not. Let me know if you liked it. Let me know if you got anything out of class today. I appreciate our time together once again. And I'm very excited to be back on Wednesday. Feel free in the meantime to peruse. I've got probably over 200 videos now of the live Qigong classes. So you can just go to that playlist, which is listed in the description below, and play whatever you think you might need for your heart. I hope that they're refreshing and funny, and you can just have them going in the background if you need like a pick-me-up while you're decluttering and cleaning. It's got good vibes. It will declutter your mind while you declutter your house. And yeah, check out the other links if you want to support me. There's music links. There's an ASEA link for the ASEA products that I am an affiliate for and really believe in them so much. Yeah, if you want one-on-one, book me for a consultation. I am available. In the meanwhile, olive fife. Blessings to you. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'achianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Thank you for this moment. Every moment is a miracle. Thanking all the lineage holders. Sheshe zhongshe. And thanking all the teachers. Sheshe laozhe. And fill your hearts with gratitude and compassion. And spread your light. Glow your light through every cell of your body. Let's see it glow. You are amazing. You can do anything. Get those feet, Jabri. I will see you all on Wednesday. Stretch it out. Ow! Great class, y'all. Give me a hot 10.